Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are testing out a ton of new products right before, of course, the Sephora sale. So if you guys are interested in any of these new products, then definitely stick around and let's just jump right into it and get started. Okay, so let's start by pinning our hair back, you know, the usual. These clips are Bumble and Bumble. I like them. So we're going to go in straight with the Lancome Genifique. I love this serum. So far, she's been pretty amazing. Don't know if my smaller pores are because of this or the primers I've been using, because the primers I've been using are really good. But I also know that this is, you know, rated #1 for a lot of anti-aging skincare. This is obviously a good one. So for primer, we're gonna go in with the Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Weightless Cloud Like Foam made with turmeric extract for a hydrated, smooth, glowy base before makeup application. This, let me tell you, it's giving drugstore, it's giving like skincare, it's giving cheap, but it does, so it comes with a pump, right? So it's supposed to, it's like this liquid, and then when it comes out, it is a foam, and I've used it once. Yeah, so it retails for $28, which isn't bad. It is smaller, but because it's liquid that turns into foam, it is going to last a lot longer than, you know, the size of the bottle, because it's separating the liquid into a foam. It's adding air to a liquid, basically, so it's thinning it out automatically. So you really do get, I think, a good size product for $28. Has really good ratings so far. Has apricot extract that nourishes and seals in moisture, Wuzu Yu extract, and a hydro booster. It boosts the radiance. It's a skincare hybrid for makeup prep skincare hybrid, and it has a weightless cloud-like texture that floats over the skin to create a breathable glowy base for makeup and boost your natural glow. Let me just show you. So how could I not? A little bit of this goes a long way. The first time I used it, I put a lot on my face. It immediately turns into like a water consistency, and it's just very glowy. Like, oh, so glowy. And I think it blurs my pores. From what I've used, when I've used it, I'm a big fan. I really, really love this. So I've only used it one time before, and I did notice, like, just look at the glow. It is tacky. It gives you a tacky priming base, but it's glowy, it's nourishing. My skin feels good, it's cooling. Okay, so we're gonna go in with a foundation that I'm familiar with. It's the new Christian Louboutin Hint Fetish, and I have it in 20W Linen Nude. There's a lot of shades on the website. I bought this, I think, from Selfridges, and this bottle is just luxurious. The whole feeling of using it is so luxurious, and it's perfecting. Truly, truly, truly perfecting. I'm gonna show you. Like, you can see some of my blemishes on my skin, and you don't have to use a lot, which I love. It gives a perfecting finish. If you can hear my dog, I apologize, but he has detachment issues. So yeah, he's always with me. I'm just gonna take my Rare Beauty brush and we're gonna blend it out. I will say the fragrance on this, typical Louboutin fragrance, and it is very fragrant. It reminds me of the La Mer foundation. That one has a similar fragrance, but this is just one layer, and a little goes such a long way. Are you kidding? It is a very matte finish, natural skin matte finish, but with that primer underneath, you can see the glow. It's coming through so nicely. I think that these pair very well together, so I am a huge fan. But I do really like both the primer and the foundation. This combo is pretty good. I think it gives you a nice glowy finish. Lovely. I picked up the new Say Slip Tint Radiant All Over Concealer, which, looking back, oh, the Louboutin foundation retails for $77 for that Christian Louboutin foundation, but honestly, it's worth it. Everything about this foundation is worth that $77. Like, I really don't think anybody could be disappointed with this. Like, this could be my favorite foundation of 2024. Like, it has potential for that. But this, I'm realizing it might be more of like a foundation product, concealer kind of thing. This retails for $28. Pretty good ratings. It's definitely the size of a concealer though, like the packaging is the size of a concealer. It's a natural medium coverage, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, glycerin, so moisturizing, clinically proven to minimize pores, improve appearance of fine lines, and it does not settle into creases. 97% of people in the clinical trial, 97 said it does not settle into creases throughout the day. So yeah, I can't tell. I think this could be like a foundation light coveragey day kind of thing, but we're gonna use it as our concealer because I am very intrigued. Right off the bat, it is very thin, I will say, but not too bad. Yeah, it's definitely giving coverage from what I can tell on my face. We're gonna use the Rare Beauty concealer brush now. She's definitely giving coverage. And I would agree, it is very radiant. You can tell on my under eyes how just radiant it is. Very brightening. And I would definitely agree with the medium. It's almost giving the light medium coverage is what I'm kind of getting. But it could just be the brush I'm using. Yeah, that is really lovely. So far, so good. Brightening. May have got a shade too light. What can I say? But I actually, so far I like it. It's definitely dewy, medium buildable coverage, I would 100% say. So I picked up the Ciele Sculpt and Protect SPF 30 Plus Bronzing Contour Stick. This I was curious to try. I haven't tried anything from this brand Ciele. I will say the shade range to me was pretty disappointing. There's only 4 shades, so we're just gonna go ahead and try it. It's the stick format, and to me all of those pictures online showed like not the swatches where they like showing the stick, it looked so like glowy, but then swatches, it doesn't look glowy at all, it looks matte. So we're just gonna go ahead and try it. I'm a little nervous about this product just because of the way it looks. And then there's like weird, like the whole stick in itself, sorry about my dog, is kind of weird. So we're just gonna go in and try it. I'm a little nervous. Oh, I got it in the shade medium. I'm just gonna take some on my brush and go on the sides of my nose. Okay, so this is pleasantly surprising. Like, this looks really good and it's so easy to blend out. Like, it blends out in seconds. And it's definitely a matte finish, maybe natural, I would say. And it's very light coverage, very natural. There's no scent to it. It retails for $34, but so far I really like it. Like, first impressions right now. And then for cream blush, I'm gonna be using my KVD Good Apple cream blush. I've done a few shorts with this. This product, let me tell you, I've only used one side, as you can see, but it's so good. I've used this a lot, probably every day, to be honest. But let me just show you. Okay, yeah, you can only get this at Ulta. Didn't know that. They retail for $34 and you get 2 shades, so not too bad, but they're easy to work with, to be honest. Glowy. So we're just gonna go in. I have the Rare Beauty blushes to try too, and I have 2 shades. So I am gonna go in with this shade here. And they don't have exclusive shades for like each. It's just like a shade. This is called Exclusive Orchid, is like the whole thing. So we're just gonna go in and tap this on our brush, and we're just gonna give us a little something. But I have been really loving even the bronzer too. The bronzer contour duo, I've been loving that as well. But they're just so easy to like build up, and they give you a juicy cheek. It's buildable for sure. But I've worn this on like full coverage days, and I've worn it on more natural days, and it just performs so well. Honestly, this would be on my rec for Sephora if you could buy them at Sephora, but you can't. So now let's set. I think we're ready to set. I'm gonna use the new Makeup Forever powder. I did a whole video on the new Makeup Forever releases. This is a favorite. This is a staple. I love it. We're gonna go ahead and set our under eyes. This powder as well is just so freaking good. Like, I am a huge fan of this powder. If you have not tried it, I feel bad for you, because this probably is going to make it on my 2024 faves, this powder, just because it's so blurring. Like, my pores are gone. You can see how creasy, like, it was sitting on my eyelid. It doesn't say, you know, to put it on your eyelid, but definitely creases on my eyelids. Pretty normal creasing as far as like under my eyes. It was pretty normal. We're going to go in with powder bronzer. the REM Beauty bronzer. I have Solar Storm. It's the Hypernova Satin Matte Bronzer. I've used this in my shorts getting ready with me, but I have yet to use this on like YouTube, and this is lovely. She's lovely. Very pigmented, so definitely like be prepared because girls got pigment, but I think that it is just the perfect tone. Very buttery, smooth. It's matte, so if you like matte bronzers, you're definitely going to like this. And they're affordable. They're like 20 something dollars. Buildable. Oh, stunning. I really feel like the makeup releases lately are just killing it. I don't know what they're all smoking, but I have yet to try misses like from the new releases. Although this product I have, the Rare Beauty blushes, I'm nervous. So now we're gonna go with the blushes from Rare Beauty. I have Happy and I have Cheer. So they're supposed to be like, if the liquid blush and the highlighter had a baby, it would make these, right? And if you've ever tried the Rare Beauty highlighters, they're like I have to bring it back a little. But okay, so difference on packaging, it's matte. They're like this matte packaging, similar to the highlighter in shape and size. It's actually slightly bigger than the highlighter, which it should be, but it's like the same kind of look, everything, just matte, which I think is interesting because it's not matte. Like the blush itself is not matte. So I'm really excited to try. I have Happy, which is this one, and I have Cheer, which is this one, and they're just so glowy. It makes me so nervous. But I'm kind of feeling, let's try one on each side. On this side, we are going to use Happy. It's this beautiful pink color, and I'm gonna, oh boy, just go in and we're gonna try and be light. Off the bat, I'm not getting too much blush. I'm getting more highlight. Like this almost looks like it should be a blush topper. Like it's definitely glowing. Like this is highlighty. Can you see? But like, do you see how the pigment isn't blushy? Because now it's like, do I build it up more? Because I want like a punchy blush. I like punchy blushes. We're gonna go in with the other side. Another clean blush brush. On this side, we're going to do Cheer. Same thing, tapping off the excess. They look very similar, I'm not gonna lie. But it's not giving blush like how I would have wanted a powder blush from Rare Beauty. I mean, if you're into the glowy, I'm gonna mix, okay? So I'm gonna do, well, I'm gonna show you first. So this side is Happy and this side is Cheer, and it's very highlighty. Okay, so we're gonna mix them. I'm gonna put Cheer on this side and Happy on this side just so we can get, you know, evenness. It's almost like the highlight is like the shade of highlight, like this highlight has a shade basically, but we're definitely building up and we're getting somewhere. I just at this point feel like you can see me from Mars. Like it's too much to me. I don't know how I feel about these, you guys. I'm going to use my Tom Ford brow sculptor and we're just gonna do our brows before we head into our eyes. Let's go ahead and do our eyes. Here she is in all her glory. I'm sure there are so many videos on this. My goodness, and look at that. Oh, I'm gonna use a big fluffy blending brush. And which side is the pomade? I think I'm gonna start with this shade right here. I'm gonna pick up from this larger side. And this is over powder because I set my eyelids. So it's actually pretty impressive that it's not like skipping or looking patchy. I'm gonna keep going using like rougher brushes. We're gonna build it up on this outer V. And I'm using the shade Bliss. It's this one right here. Using the pomade, and I'm just building up my outer corner. It's pretty, very pink. Exclusively, we've been using just the pomade. I find extremely easy to work with and like blend. So good. So good. It almost makes me want to try the Huda Beauty cream palettes because this is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we're gonna go in with one of the lighter shades and put it all over our lid. I'm gonna take the lightest shade actually and put it all over. I do like how that is looking. I do wonder though how long like this formula will last and be okay. Okay, so that'll be that for my eyes, but I am going to actually top it with Happy. I'm just gonna put that just on my lid, my finger. Yeah, see, I don't know, even there I'm just not impressed with this. So I am gonna use the Sephora Golden Hour Highlighter Duo just to give it a little icier inner corner. We're gonna see if that's gonna work. All right, so now let's finish off the brows. Actually, I'm gonna go in with my lips. I'm using the True Beauty Pencil in Ambition. This to me is like the perfect My Lips Highlighter color. And then I have a few new products from City Beauty. I have their plumping lip gloss I want to try. I have it in the shades Crimson, San Diego, and Clear. And I have used these in a short before. They're supposed to be plumping but non-irritating. Hydrate and nourish, visibly smooths lip lines and enhances volume with hyaluronic acid spheres. But this color I'm really feeling. It's got like gold shimmers in it and it's pink. Crimson is definitely darker and with no shimmer. It's like this opaque color, but it's like a nudie red crimson. And then the one we used was San Diego, and it's got gold specks and it's this beautiful, beautiful pink. And then lastly I have the Clear, and it is, as you would expect, clear lip gloss. It looks kind of milky, but it's clear. And these I'm testing out, I'm trying. So far so good. They have a strange smell to them, I'm not gonna lie, but if you can get past the smell, it's definitely beautiful. I'm trying out the Too Faced Laminating Brow Wax in the shade Clear. I was really excited about this. It's huge, but it's very, like, what does this remind you of, guys? Refi, okay? I'm in love with Refi right now, like the Refi Brow Sculptor Laminator. I'm just throwing out words, but it's the brow, it's like the gel that looks like glue, and I love that, but I hate how it's like white and you have to be very careful because it will leave like a white cast on your freaking eyebrows. This is clear, like same concept but freaking clear. So let's just try it because I really love how the Refi makes my brows look. I already feel like getting stiff. So I just comb up my brows with the product, make them look more feathered out than that liquid brush did. The Refi definitely coats my individual hairs more. This looks pretty bushy. I'm not mad at it, and it is still a potential alternative. We are trying the Eyelure Glueless under lashes. You know, my favorite lashes of all time are the Kiss Glueless lashes. I don't remember what they're actually called. This was a lot cheaper, and it says up to 5 full applications. Pretty good. I only get like 2 with my Kiss, and they're more expensive. So the tweezers though are so much smaller. They're so little and cute. They're easy to pick up, like a lot easier than the Kiss. One thing I did notice is they don't have different like styles like the Kiss ones. It's just you get this one option. Whoa. I will say this glue is strong. Maybe even stronger than the Kiss. Like, don't touch this glue. And I will say I like the smaller tweezers. Okay, and lastly, we're just gonna use the Rem Beauty spray. I have not used this yet, but I'm excited. It's the Mist Thing Spray Fixator Hydrant. It definitely gave us our glow. There's that. Okay, let's wrap up this video and let's just talk about all of these products, shall we? Okay, so starting off with primer. This Milk Primer, I have to say, my pores look really great. My skin looks glowy. It looks luscious, healthy, very hydrated, and I do think it has to do with this. So for that reason, this is a great product. It is small. I think I have made a dent, honestly. Let's flip it over. That's pretty much the dent I made with about 2 applications. So far, I really, really love this. I think it's a great product, and I'm excited to keep using it for sure. Next is the Christian Louboutin Skin Fetiche Foundation. This Holy Grail status so far. I really, really love this. Shade match is pretty on point, but I love this. This is definitely going to be, like, could be favorites status kind of thing. The finish is lovely. It perfects your face. Honestly, I think it has something to do with my pores looking better. It looks amazing. I am 100% in love with that. My concealer today was the Say All Over Radiant All Over Concealer in the shade 2. I think it's nice. I don't think it blew me away. I don't think it's something to write home about necessarily. I definitely have, you know, concealers that I prefer over this still so far. Like my Tower 28, I just love how creamy blendable that is, and I would probably reach for it more than this. There's several concealers I would reach for more than this. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I want to keep testing it and kind of getting my thoughts on this product. So I've heard that it's very good at concealing like spots concealing. Then again, I really love my NARS pot concealer for that. So then we have the Ciele Sculpt and Protect SPF Sculpting Stick in the shade medium. This I actually really like. This was a shocker for me. I was really prepared to think and talk negatively about this product just because it's right off the bat, like when I opened it, it was like weirdly colored. Let's see how much product we actually get. That's a lot of product, you guys. I didn't use very much. It's not overly pigmented. I definitely have some that are more pigmented than this, but so far I am really loving this. It's easy to blend. I think this is really great for beginner friendly. I do also see myself using this a lot in the summer. No foundation, just going out, like, you know, hanging out with friends by the pool or something. I really feel like this would be great because it does provide the added SPF. I really am interested in looking more into their products, like their skin tint, and I think they have a blush and maybe a concealer, maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm really curious for like summer. I think this brand is gonna pop off. I really do. For my powder, you know my thoughts on this Makeup Forever. Go check out that video. Spoiler alert, I love it. This cream blush, honestly, again, holy grail status, might make it to my 2024 favorites. I have really been using this a lot. It's just so convenient, so easy. I get 2 colors in one, and I'm kind of thinking about picking up another duo because this one has done me so well. And then powder bronzer, the Rem Hypernova Satin Matte Bronzer. This I love. It's easy to use. It's pigmented, creamy. I don't see like coverage from it necessarily, but I really do love this bronzer. It's perfect tone, perfect shade, affordable too. It's like 20 something dollars, which nowadays drugstore is 20 something dollars. For the Powder Rare Beauty Blush Light Blush Highlighters, yeah, I'm pretty disappointed by these. I really don't think I'm gonna pick up any more shades of these. I think that these I honestly could have passed on. It's a highlight for sure, but it's a tinted highlight. Like, I feel like I don't have blush on today. I feel like it's just bronzer with like a little bit of the cream blush peeking through, and then I just went bam with this colored highlight, and I don't like it. It's not my vibe. It's not my journey. If you like, you know, colored highlights, I would honestly, these are highlighters to me. These are not blushes. I would not use these as blushes. I don't think of these as blushes now that I've used them. So yeah, that's just a little disappointing to me. I don't really like these as blushes. I think maybe a blush topper, maybe just highlight. And then the Too Faced brows. So this is not an exact, you know, translation of the Refi. The Refi definitely, it accentuates each one of my hairs and makes it look like more defined, more laminated kind of look. This is definitely a bushier kind of look, and they're not stiff. It just, I'm not even sure this is gonna hold for the rest of the day. So yeah. And then for lips, I'm wearing these City glosses, and I think they're lovely. I think my lips look plump. I think they look shiny. If you can get over this weird smell that it has, I do really like them. Doesn't sting, doesn't tingle. It's just really lovely, really nice. And then these Eylure lashes. So I have thoughts, and I really like the Kiss lashes because it's pretty seamless. Like, the glue is pretty thin and coats, you know, the hairs almost kind of. Let me just pull them out. The glue is very thick, very noticeable. I wonder if I look down, can you see the glue? And it's very light, it's very natural, which it does say it's natural salon curl clusters. I like the tweezers in this more than the Kiss ones. The Kiss ones are kind of large and they're kind of hard to use, especially when you have smaller eyes. And if you can see, the glue is very thick on these. One thing too I also really appreciate is the glue that's holding holding it down to the packaging is black. In the Kiss ones, when you lift it out, sometimes it's a clear little goop of glue and it sticks to the lash and it's a pain in the butt to get off, and I really hate that about those. But these don't have that, so I didn't have to worry about it. They're really easy to come off. And then lastly, the Rem setting spray. It just kind of gives you back that natural glow kind of thing. I definitely feel like I'm set, ready to go. But again, not mind-blowing or anything, but it is nice. I will say, definitely, if you're wearing a matte foundation and you want it to look more natural, I think that that spray would do it for you. But anyways, that is it for this trying new makeup. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!